Everybody. So today is the 12th day of the month. Let's get into the 12th chapter of Proverbs. This is your spiritual nugget. So, chapter 12 focuses on the contrast between righteousness and wickedness, right? Showing how integrity, diligence, and wise speech leads to stability and honor. Okay, while deceit leads to laziness, foolishness, and ruin. Are y'all seeing a pattern here? You know what happens when you have wisdom? Everything is good. It's great on the side of wisdom. On the side of God, the first lesson in getting connected to the Lord is gaining wisdom. Everything when you do that, all is well. When you don't want no wisdom, when you want to be out there with the devil, you leads you to ruin. Okay, so one of the key themes for this chapter is love and discipline. So wise people accept correction because it leads to growth, but fools reject it. Integrity versus deceit. Honest living brings security, while lying brings instability and disgrace. Who wants to be? Y'all already know. Okay. Hard work versus laziness. Diligent people prosper, but lazy people face hardship. Okay, the power of words. I always talk about words being so powerful. I'm a big component of you not just saying anything out your mouth, although sometimes I do, but I try to be intentional. Like my goal is, I don't even like to use the word try. My goal is to always be intentional, right? So if I'm intentional, I'm very mindful of what I say and how I say it. But sometimes the flesh, honey, the flesh, okay? But the power of words leads to truth. Truthful speech, heals and builds up, but reckless words wound deeply. So then we have God's favor, and that's the Lord delights in righteousness and establishes the lives of the upright. Okay, so the popular verse for chapter 12 is 12 and 18. The reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Okay, and sometimes it can be the thumbs. All right, because if you texting and not using your words, that's the same as using words, right? So we need to be mindful of how we care that there's power in our words, right? So either we're healing people or we're harming people with our words. I know I had somebody tell me one time that I had power in my words, right? So I learned then that I need to be mindful of what I say because my words can get you, honey. If I'm not paying attention, these words will come in. Right? So wise and kind speech can restore, encourage, and protect relationships. So here's the affirmation for chapter 12. I walk in wisdom. I speak with kindness and work diligently. My integrity is my security, and the Lord delights in me. The Lord delights in me, you guys. So this is your nugget for chapter 12 of Proverbs. Wisdom nugget, okay? Let's work on the power of our words and be very mindful of how we interact with people today. Everybody.